Exactly. Hello, dear ones. Robert Brzezinski with you. Today is March 1st, April 1st, April Fool's Day. Not much in the way of jokes today, but we're not here to joke. We're here to be serious and we're here to pray, but we're still here to have a little bit of fun. So glad you're with us. I always like to say hello to the people watching on the recording first, because the people watching live are just about now getting the notification on Facebook and YouTube that we are live and will be joining us shortly. So I, again, always like to start by saying hello to the people watching the recording. I appreciate you checking this out at a later time. And for everyone else, welcome, welcome, welcome as also. My name is Robert Brzezinski. The idea here, and I do have a great friend with me today, Mark Lewis, religious science practitioner. Say hello, Mark.
Hello, hello. Nice to be here today, Robert, with you.
Glad you're with me as well. So, Mark and I, Mark lives here in the Denver area. We hang out all the time, but we haven't had a chance to hang out in a few weeks. Glad you're with me today. And folks, this whole process is part of staying connected and staying in touch with our spiritual practices. We pray every morning at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. And if you are feeling that call and requesting a prayer, you're welcome to drop me an email, revbriz@spiritevolving.com, to get your prayer request into me. I've got all kinds of people sending me all kinds of requests, and it's great. I'll add you to my morning prayer routine, or we can even pray for your concern, your desire here in this room in one of our programs. And I do like to remind everybody that you can catch up with our daily spirit callings email. It's a great way to start your day every day of the week. Daily spirit callings, you can sign up for a daily email blast, and it's now a podcast as well. Daily spirit callings is on almost all of your favorite podcast platforms. So all right. Well, Mark, you're with us here. Share with us, briefly, just a little bit. It's a unique time, and what's in your heart? What's been your prayer request in all this?
Wow, for me, it's been embracing the opportunities that are presenting themselves. I think it's definitely been pretty easy for not only myself, but I'm sure for a lot of people to feel that ease to just shut down and close in and to go within. And I think the go within is a good part, but now more than ever, I think the universe is asking for our hearts to be open and to express and to be giving and to be showing compassion and sharing our hearts. So that's really what's been going on for me, is really looking at the opportunities that this presents. And boy, I'll tell you what, I've really enjoyed for some, I can't tell you how many times I've said in the past that, oh, I'm too busy. I don't have enough time to do my meditation or my prayer. Well, I don't have that excuse right now. So it's really lovely. It's just great to have this opportunity to be able to go inwards a little bit deeper, a little bit more often, a little longer. Those are things, and many people who know me know how much I love to be on my bicycle. So, to take the opportunity now and get on the bikes and ride and get outside and enjoy the fresh air has been a blessing. And obviously working hard to keep my social distancing respectful. I think what's been the toughest part for me is how much I miss being with the kids every Sunday morning. For those who know me, I'm a practitioner at Mile High Church and work with the children, the kids, 4th and 5th grade every Sunday. And I've been doing that for over a decade. And I really, that is my highlight of my week. And that highlight has been diminished a little bit because I don't get that opportunity to connect with all these wonderful 4th and 5th graders that come through my class every Sunday. And, I certainly miss being in their presence. And I send my heart, I send my love out to them, a little shout out, and looking forward to, with all these changes, I know that Mile High Church is definitely working hard to accommodate this, and with families, we're working to figure things out so that we can bridge the families a little bit more into what we're doing. So
Yeah.
That's kind of what's going on for me, and I'm just embracing these opportunities and really just right now more than anything, planting seeds of positive thought, of positive consciousness right now, planting those seeds today so that the results will manifest tomorrow, in the future here, in the near future. Because what we're thinking about today and the decisions I make about what's going on around the world today is going to be impacting what I'm doing tomorrow. So I'm just really cognizant of that, and hence why I know how important this all this prayer time is. So thank you once again for putting this together.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, for being here. And I would say a huge shout out to Mile High and their youth program. My
Yeah.
kids are in the middle school and the teen programs, and they've been doing Skype calls twice a week, Wednesday nights and Sunday afternoons, with both the middle school group and the high school group, the teen group. And my kids are they look forward to that time as well. So I absolutely hear you. It's I'm sure you're missing the time with your kiddos there. So
yeah, but I'm blessed. I live in a beautiful place, so I'm very grateful to have what I have, and doing the things I'm doing. And the good news is I'm working. I'm in the construction field in my real life, and so at least there's some work, and we got some work going. So I'm grateful for that.
well, that's good too. Cool. Okay, well, folks, this is what we call share a prayer. So I'm going to invite Mark to get us started with a prayer, and at some point, Spirit's just going to kind of tell him, "Okay, that's it, you're done," and kick it over. And yeah, that way. He'll pass it over to me. Like I said, it's okay to have a little bit of fun, and then he'll pass it over to me. I'll wrap it up, and we'll get into what comes next for our days. So, Mark, please take us away.
Yeah, so thank you so much. And as I just move into that space of gratitude in my heart, I just invite all those that are listening just to be still, to be present, to be here right now. And whether you're listening to this live or recorded, know that the very presence of Spirit, the very presence of God is everywhere around us. It's further than the stars in the universe, and closer than right in front of me, closer than the very heartbeat in my body. And I just embrace that knowingness of that divine presence, that infinite intelligence, that love of life, knowing that that presence is all around, in, through, and as me. I breathe into that space and hold that consciousness for myself and all those who are listening and who are impacted by the incredible circumstances of this planet. So I just breathe into that knowingness that we are all connected. We are all one in this divine life. Knowing that this is a beautiful opportunity to stretch and to grow and to give and to live. And I just bless this day knowing that it is such a gift, so beautiful, so timely. And I'm just so blessed to be here with Robert. And I know that we are all one. So I stand in this place of heart. I stand in this place of compassion and love and joy. And I just pass these words on to Robert, knowing that he will carry them through to fruition. Thank you, Robert.
Yes. I feel that sacred yes rising up from within. This deep knowing that, yes, all is well. Regardless of the appearances, regardless of the circumstances, there is a great evolution that is happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Planet Earth moving through a healing process, human consciousness moving through a deepening process. And also we may bring forward a grand vision for humanity's life on the planet. See, what I know is it's all God, no matter what. The good, the bad, the ugly, the ones I love, the ones I don't, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's all one. And right now, I recognize that humanity as a whole, across this entire planet, is going through a time of reflection, and a deepening into an absolute truth that we are all one. Deeply, we are one. And it is through this that I affirm and I know that humanity is awakening to that spiritual truth, awakening to our spiritual magnificence, to know that deeply we are one. One life, one power, one presence. And it's all happening in unique and magnificence and, yeah, even sometimes weird and ugly ways. But it all is God moving each to a deeper understanding, and therefore the ability to more readily accept the grand calling that is within. And what I know is I know each one that hears these words, each one across this entire planet, has a deep inner calling to serve, to express, to create, to love, to be God's love taking form on this planet. And so I claim for each one that hears these words a sense of deeper listening, listening to that inner calling, listening to God's voice from within, as that power directs and calls and guides and creates and enlightens. Enlightens humanity's experience on this planet. So I don't know in my humanness what exactly is happening here or what exactly the outcome is, but what I do know is I know it must be good because it's already God. It could be no other way.
Mm-hmm.
This must be good for planet Earth. This must be good for human evolution. This must be good for the furry creatures and the winged creatures and the scaly creatures and the swimming creatures. And this must be good for life on planet Earth because it's God. And we, as human individuals, we have that capacity to create the new through our beliefs, through our consciousness, through the thoughts that we hold, through the words that we speak, the memes that we share, through the energetic vibration that we loose, that each one individually looses into the world, to collectively we are creating a better world today, tomorrow, for humanity, for the future. So even in the midst of confusion and wonder and chaos, I turn my attention, I turn my thoughts, I turn my consciousness towards the one. And I am reminded that God's got this. That I can get my littleness out of the way because it's not I that does this work, it's God doing this work. And so I turn towards God and I rest in a deep sense of assurance that all is well because God's got this. And that just brings forth a greater sense of absolute gratitude for this day, for this exact moment, for this exact reminder that all is well.
Mm-hmm.
That God's got it, God's on the job, that there's a power greater than I am using that power to remind myself that all is well. And so from that sense of absolute gratitude, I release this word into the law that in fact has already said yes, knowing this law is already acting upon this word, this prayer, and I can release and let it be.
Mm-hmm.
I can release and let go. And so I affirm this truth, and I invite you to join me in affirming this truth as we say together, and so it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it is. Well, thank you, dear ones, for being with us. Mark?
I just want to say one real quick thing. I saw that because everybody's staying home, you said that this is a good thing for the planet Earth. And I totally agree because air pollution is getting less and less. Maybe this month or so of isolation and shutting this Earth down a little bit is going to allow the kickstart for us to start the recovery of global warming. I mean, this could be something just because of everyone's staying in. We're not burning as much fossil fuels. We're not running our cars as much. I mean, there's so much happening. So who knows what good will come out of all this, right?
Exactly. I saw a picture today of India that was a side-by-side, same picture, one like 2 months ago and yesterday, and you could see the difference. So, well, Mark, thank you for being with us. Everyone that's been watching, thank you for being with us. Remember, we're here every morning at 8:15 a.m. and every evening at 8:15 p.m. And in between then, keep yourself inspired, keep your energy up. One of the greatest ways I know to do that is to check out some positively inspiring tunes over on New Thought Radio. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All your favorite New Thought artists, newthoughtradio.net. It's a great way to keep your vibrations up during the day and the evening. So, all right, that's all we've got. Thanks again, folks. I will see you again this evening. I'm not sure if anybody's joining me or not, but Mark, I say this to everybody. I hope we don't get to doing repeats, but I got a feeling we're going to be here for a while, so I hope you'll come back and join me again sometime. Cool. Blessings, everyone. Have a great day. Bye now.